In the shadows of our mind, where emotions wrestle for dominance, the teachings of Stoicism offer a beacon of light. This ancient philosophy, with its roots deep in the sands of time, imparts timeless wisdom for navigating the labyrinth of relationships. As we tread this path, let us draw upon the teachings of great Stoic philosophers and legends, striving for self-control and fortitude. Let us be men of reason, not slaves to passion. If you're new here, please like the video and subscribe. Statistics show that only 3% of my viewers subscribe. If this content was helpful to you in any way, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's get started. Number 1. Do not seek validation. In our lives, we often look to others for approval. We want to be liked and accepted, especially by those we care about. However, relying on others to feel good about ourselves is not the way to true happiness. According to Stoic philosophy, our value comes from within, not from what others think of us. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This means that our thoughts and attitudes shape how happy we are. If we constantly seek validation from others, we give away our power and control over our own happiness. Instead, we should focus on our own virtues and actions. Virtue in Stoic terms is about being a good person. It's about honesty, courage, kindness, and self-discipline. When we develop these qualities, we build a strong sense of self-worth that doesn't depend on anyone else's opinion. This internal validation is more stable and lasting than any external approval. For example, imagine you do a good deed like helping a friend in need. If you only do it to get a thank you or praise, your happiness is tied to their reaction. But if you do it because you believe it's the right thing to do, you find satisfaction in your own actions, regardless of whether or not you receive praise. Seeking validation from women or anyone else can lead to a cycle of dependency. You may feel good when you get approval, but what happens when you don't? Your self-worth takes a hit, and you may start to doubt yourself. This is why it's important to find contentment in your own character and actions. Stoicism teaches us to be self-reliant and to find strength within. When we focus on being the best version of ourselves, we become less concerned with what others think. We understand that our worth is not defined by others' approval, but by the virtues we cultivate. Number 2, do not compromise your principles. In life, our principles define who we are. They are the core beliefs and values that guide our actions and decisions. For a Stoic, these principles are unshakable. They form the foundation of our character. As Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, said, "He who is brave is free." This means that true freedom comes from having the courage to stick to our principles, no matter the circumstances. It's tempting to compromise our values for the approval or affection of others, especially in relationships. We might think that by bending our principles we can make someone else happy or gain their approval. However, this is a dangerous path. When we sacrifice our integrity, we lose a part of ourselves. Approval or affection gained this way is temporary and shallow. Consider a situation where you are asked to do something that goes against your values. It could be something minor, like lying to protect someone's feelings, or something more significant, like participating in an unethical act. If you choose to go against your principles, you might gain temporary approval, but deep down you'll know you've compromised your integrity. Over time, this can erode your self-respect and inner peace. Standing firm in your values requires courage. It means being honest even when it's difficult. It means doing the right thing even when it's unpopular. It means prioritizing your integrity over the fleeting approval of others. This kind of bravery leads to true freedom, as Seneca suggests. When you are true to yourself, you are free from the need for external validation. Moreover, when you consistently uphold your principles, others will respect you for it. They may not always agree with you, but they will recognize your integrity. This respect is far more valuable and enduring than any temporary approval gained by compromising your values. In relationships, it's essential to be true to yourself. Don't change who you are to fit someone else's expectations. A relationship built on honesty and mutual respect is far more fulfilling than one based on pretense. By standing firm in your principles, you attract people who appreciate and respect you for who you are. Number 3, do not be controlled by desire. Desire is a powerful force. It can drive us to achieve great things, but if left unchecked, it can also lead us astray. In Stoic philosophy, managing our desires is crucial for living a balanced and fulfilling life. Epictetus, a well-known Stoic philosopher, teaches us that freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. This means true freedom comes from controlling our desires and not being controlled by them. Desire, especially for physical beauty or passion, can be like a storm. It can cloud our judgment and make us act in ways we wouldn't normally consider. When we let desire take control, we might make choices that go against our values and principles. We might also end up chasing things that don't bring us real happiness or fulfillment. For example, think about the desire for physical beauty. Society often places a high value on how people look. This can lead us to judge others and ourselves based on appearance rather than character. If we are constantly chasing the ideal of physical beauty, we might neglect what truly matters: inner virtue. Inner virtue includes qualities like kindness, honesty, and integrity. These are the traits that define a person's true worth, not how they look. Similarly, passion can be a double-edged sword. While passion can motivate us to pursue our goals, it can also blind us. If we are too focused on passionate feelings, we might ignore important aspects of our lives. We might make impulsive decisions that we later regret. Passion can make us act irrationally, steering us away from the calm harbor of reason. Stoic philosophy teaches us to value inner virtue over external appearance or fleeting passions. When we focus on developing our inner virtues, we build a strong foundation for a fulfilling life. This means practicing qualities like patience, courage, and wisdom. It means being true to our values and principles, even when it is difficult. To avoid being controlled by desire, we need to be mindful of our thoughts and actions. When we feel a strong desire, we should pause and reflect. Ask yourself, is this desire leading me towards my goals and values? Is it something I can control, or is it beyond my control? By reflecting on these questions, we can make more rational decisions. Another important practice is to appreciate what we already have. Epictetus reminds us that freedom comes from disregarding things beyond our control. This includes not being overly attached to external things like material possessions or physical beauty. Instead, focus on what you can control: your thoughts, actions, and inner virtues. In relationships, valuing inner virtue over external appearance leads to deeper connections. When we appreciate someone for their character rather than their looks, we build stronger, more meaningful relationships. These connections are based on mutual respect and understanding rather than superficial attraction. Number 4, do not fear rejection. Rejection is something we all experience at some point in our lives. Whether it's in relationships, work, or other areas, being turned down or overlooked can feel deeply painful. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us that rejection is just a fleeting moment, a small disturbance in the larger picture of our lives. Understanding and embracing this idea can help us deal with rejection in a healthier, more constructive way. According to the Stoics, our worth is intrinsic. This means that our value comes from within ourselves, not from what others think or how they react to us. Seneca, a great Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This quote reminds us that constantly seeking more approval and acceptance from others can lead to unhappiness. Instead, we should focus on appreciating what we have and who we are. When we face rejection, it's important to remember that it doesn't define us. Being rejected doesn't mean we are less valuable or unworthy. It simply means that in that specific moment, someone made a choice that didn't include us. This choice does not diminish our worth. Our value remains constant, regardless of others' opinions or actions. Rejection can also be a valuable learning experience. Instead of seeing it as a wound or a failure, we can view it as a lesson. Each rejection offers insights into ourselves and our interactions with the world. It can teach us about our strengths and areas for improvement. By embracing rejection as a lesson, we can grow and become better versions of ourselves. For example, if you apply for a job and don't get it, instead of feeling defeated, you can use the experience to reflect on how you can improve. Maybe you can enhance your skills, gain more experience, or present yourself differently next time. This approach turns rejection into a stepping stone towards success rather than an obstacle. In relationships, fearing rejection can prevent us from forming meaningful connections. If we are too afraid to show our true selves or to reach out to others, we might miss out on opportunities for love and friendship. By accepting that rejection is a natural part of life, we can take risks and be more open, leading to richer and more fulfilling relationships. Number 5, do not neglect your own needs. In our quest to care for others, we often forget to care for ourselves. We may believe that sacrificing our needs is a sign of love and dedication. However, neglecting our well-being can lead to burnout and resentment. As Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely advises, take care of your health. It is your greatest asset. This means that prioritizing our physical and mental well-being is crucial, not only for our sake, but also for those we care about. Taking care of ourselves is not selfish, it's necessary. When we prioritize our well-being, we become stronger and more capable of supporting others. Imagine trying to help a friend while you're exhausted and stressed. Your ability to be present and supportive is limited. However, when you're well rested and healthy, you can offer genuine help and support. Physical health is a fundamental aspect of our well-being. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient sleep are essential for maintaining our body. Epictetus's advice to take care of our health reminds us that our body is the vessel through which we experience life. Neglecting it can lead to various health issues, making it difficult to enjoy life and be there for others. Mental health is equally important. Stress, anxiety, and other mental health issues can severely impact our ability to function and support others. Practicing mindfulness, seeking therapy, and taking time for relaxation are vital for maintaining our mental well-being. When our mind is clear and calm, we can make better decisions, handle challenges more effectively, and maintain healthier relationships. Balancing our needs with those of others requires awareness and effort. It's important to set boundaries and communicate them clearly. For example, if you need time to rest, let others know that you'll be unavailable for a while. Most people will understand and respect your need for self-care. In relationships, it's easy to prioritize the other person's needs over our own. We might think that by doing so, we are showing love and care. However, a healthy relationship is built on mutual respect and support. By neglecting our needs, we are not only harming ourselves, but also setting an unhealthy precedent. When both partners take care of their own needs, they can bring their best selves into the relationship, creating a stronger and more balanced bond. Number 6. Do not engage in mind games. Deception and manipulation have no place in the heart of a Stoic. Honesty and straightforwardness are our guiding stars. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This principle is crucial in all our interactions, especially in relationships with women. Engaging with sincerity and authenticity is the only path that aligns with Stoic values. Mind games often involve manipulation, deceit, and the intention to control or gain an advantage over someone. These tactics might bring temporary success or satisfaction, but they ultimately lead to mistrust, confusion, and harm. They create a foundation of instability and dishonesty, which is the opposite of what Stoics strive for. A Stoic seeks to build relationships based on mutual respect, trust, and honesty. When we are honest, we present ourselves as we truly are, without pretenses. This honesty fosters genuine connections and deepens our relationships. If we manipulate or deceive, we create a false image of ourselves, and any relationship built on that image is fragile and likely to crumble. Consider the words of Epictetus. We should always be asking ourselves, is this something that is or is not in my control? Engaging in mind games is an attempt to control others, which is beyond our control and contrary to Stoic teachings. Instead, focus on what you can control: your own actions and attitudes. By being honest and straightforward, you remain true to yourself and maintain your integrity. Engaging from a place of sincerity means being clear about your intentions and feelings. If you like someone, express it honestly. If you have concerns or doubts, communicate them openly. This approach may feel risky because it exposes your true self, but it builds a solid foundation for any relationship. Authenticity attracts people who appreciate and respect you for who you are, not for a facade you create. Furthermore, honesty in relationships is not just about what you say, but also about how you act. Your actions should align with your words. If you promise something, follow through. If you make a commitment, honor it. This consistency reinforces trust and shows that you are dependable and sincere. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, our actions should always reflect our values. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. This straightforwardness should be a guiding principle in all aspects of life, including our interactions with women. By avoiding mind games and embracing honesty, we build relationships that are authentic and enduring. We foster an environment of trust where both parties feel safe and respected. This not only benefits the relationship, but also contributes to our own inner peace and integrity. Number 7. Do not harbor resentment. Resentment is a poison that corrodes the soul. It eats away at our peace, happiness, and well-being. In contrast, forgiveness is the balm that heals our wounds and allows us to move forward. Marcus Aurelius, a wise Stoic philosopher, reflected on the power of anger when he said, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it?" This insight underscores the importance of letting go of resentment and practicing forgiveness. When we hold on to resentment, we trap ourselves in a cycle of negative emotions. We replay the hurtful event over and over in our minds, allowing it to consume our thoughts and drain our energy. This constant focus on past wrongs prevents us from living fully in the present and hinders our personal growth. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is a liberating act. It doesn't mean we forget the wrongs done to us or condone harmful behavior. Rather, it means we choose to release the hold that these negative emotions have on us. By forgiving, we reclaim our peace and redirect our focus towards our own growth and well-being. As Stoics, we understand that we cannot control others' actions, but we can control how we respond to them. This principle is vital when dealing with resentment. Instead of allowing anger and bitterness to dictate our reactions, we can choose to practice forgiveness. This choice is a powerful demonstration of our inner strength and commitment to living a virtuous life. Forgiveness also fosters healthier relationships. When we let go of grudges, we open the door to understanding, compassion, and empathy. We create space for positive interactions and rebuild trust. This doesn't mean we ignore boundaries or allow harmful behavior to continue. It means we address issues constructively, without the burden of resentment clouding our judgment. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom reminds us of the heavy toll anger takes on us. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? This quote highlights that holding on to anger and resentment often causes more suffering than the initial hurt. By letting go of these negative emotions, we prevent further damage to our own well-being. Practicing forgiveness involves several steps. First, acknowledge the hurt and the impact it has had on you. This honest assessment is crucial for healing. Next, make a conscious decision to forgive. This decision may need to be reaffirmed repeatedly, especially if the hurt was significant. Finally, focus on your own growth and well-being. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, and surround yourself with supportive people who uplift you. Number 8. Do not avoid communication. Clear, honest communication is the bedrock of any relationship. Without it, misunderstandings, mistrust, and conflicts can easily arise. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, reminds us we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This wisdom highlights the importance of listening and engaging in meaningful dialogue. By embracing open communication, especially during difficult conversations, we create opportunities for understanding and growth. In any relationship, avoiding communication can lead to numerous problems. When we shy away from discussing our thoughts and feelings, we leave room for assumptions and misunderstandings. These unspoken issues can fester and grow, creating a rift between us and others. On the other hand, when we communicate openly and honestly, we build trust and clarity. This foundation allows for stronger, healthier relationships. Difficult conversations are often the ones we avoid the most. We might fear conflict, rejection, or hurting someone's feelings. However, these conversations are essential for resolving issues and deepening our connections. When we face these discussions head-on, we demonstrate courage and a commitment to the relationship. By addressing problems directly, we prevent them from escalating and show respect for ourselves and the other person. Listening is a crucial component of effective communication. Epictetus's advice to listen twice as much as we speak underscores this. Active listening involves paying full attention to the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. When we truly listen, we validate the other person's feelings and perspective, fostering a sense of mutual respect and understanding. Effective communication also requires honesty. Being truthful about our thoughts and feelings can be challenging, especially if we fear the other person's reaction. However, honesty is essential for building trust and authenticity in a relationship. When we are open and transparent, we encourage others to do the same, creating a safe space for genuine dialogue. Moreover, practicing empathy in our communication helps to strengthen our relationships. Empathy involves understanding and sharing the feelings of another person. By putting ourselves in their shoes, we can respond more compassionately and constructively. This approach not only resolves conflicts more effectively, but also nurtures a deeper connection. In the context of Stoic philosophy, open communication aligns with our pursuit of wisdom and virtue. By engaging in honest and clear dialogue, we practice integrity and cultivate a harmonious life. Avoiding communication, on the other hand, goes against these principles and leads to unnecessary suffering and discord. In practical terms, embracing communication involves several key steps. First, approach conversations with a calm and open mindset. Be willing to listen and understand the other person's perspective. Second, express your thoughts and feelings honestly, without blaming or attacking the other person. Use I statements to convey your experiences and needs. Third, be patient and give the conversation the time it needs. Difficult discussions may require multiple conversations to fully resolve. Number 9, do not lose yourself in love. Love is a beautiful and powerful emotion that enriches our lives. However, it should not consume our identity or define who we are. Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely advises, begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. This advice reminds us to maintain a sense of self independent of our relationships and to cherish love without letting it define or confine us. When we lose ourselves in love, we may prioritize the needs and desires of our partner above our own. While compromise and sacrifice are essential in relationships, it's equally important to maintain our individuality and pursue our own goals and passions. Neglecting our own needs and interests can lead to feelings of resentment and dissatisfaction over time. Seneca's guidance encourages us to embrace each day as a new opportunity for growth and self-discovery. This approach to life encourages us to nurture our personal interests, hobbies, and aspirations, even as we share our life with a loved one. By investing in ourselves and pursuing our own happiness, we enrich our relationships and bring a more fulfilled self into them. Moreover, maintaining a sense of self in love involves setting boundaries and communicating our needs clearly. It's essential to have open and honest conversations with our partner about our values, goals, and personal boundaries. This clarity fosters mutual respect and understanding, creating a healthier and more balanced relationship dynamic. Cherishing love without losing ourselves also means recognizing that our happiness and fulfillment come from within. While love can bring immense joy and companionship, it's essential to cultivate our own inner happiness and contentment. This self-reliance ensures that our well-being is not solely dependent on external factors, including our relationships. In Stoic philosophy, self-mastery and inner strength are foundational principles. By maintaining our independence and sense of self in love, we embody these Stoic virtues. We cultivate resilience, emotional balance, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and our partner. To apply these principles in everyday life, it's beneficial to prioritize self-care and self-reflection. Take time to pursue activities that bring you joy and fulfillment independently of your relationship. Practice mindfulness and introspection to stay connected with your own thoughts, emotions, and values. Number 10. Do not expect perfection. No one is perfect, and expecting perfection from others is a sure path to disappointment. Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius offers timeless wisdom when he says, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This perspective encourages us to embrace the imperfections in others as a natural part of the human experience and to practice patience and understanding. In relationships and everyday interactions, we often have expectations of how others should behave or respond. These expectations can lead to frustration and conflict when reality doesn't match our idealized vision. Stoicism teaches us to accept that everyone has flaws and limitations, including ourselves. By letting go of the need for perfection, we cultivate compassion and empathy towards others. Marcus Aurelius's quote reminds us to appreciate the gift of life and the diversity of human experiences. Each person is unique with their own strengths and weaknesses. Embracing these differences enriches our relationships and fosters a deeper sense of connection. It allows us to see beyond surface imperfections and appreciate the beauty of each individual's journey. Practicing patience is essential in overcoming the urge to demand perfection. It involves giving others the space and time to grow, learn, and make mistakes. Just as we seek understanding and forgiveness for our own imperfections, we should extend the same grace to others. This approach promotes harmony and mutual respect in all interactions. Furthermore, Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on what is within our control. We cannot change others or make them perfect, but we can choose how we respond to them. By managing our expectations and cultivating inner peace, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and disappointment. In practical terms, embracing imperfections means communicating openly and honestly in relationships. It means appreciating efforts and progress, even when they fall short of perfection. It involves offering support and encouragement rather than criticism or judgment. By adopting Marcus Aurelius's perspective on life, we shift our focus from unrealistic expectations to gratitude and acceptance. We learn to value each moment and each person for who they are, flaws and all. This mindset not only strengthens our relationships but also enriches our own journey towards personal growth and fulfillment. Number 11. Do not neglect personal growth. Personal growth is a journey that lasts a lifetime. Friedrich Nietzsche, influenced by Stoic philosophy, wisely said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." This quote emphasizes the importance of having a purpose in life, which fuels our efforts to improve ourselves continually. In the pursuit of personal growth, we focus on developing our skills, knowledge, and character. It's not just about meeting external expectations or impressing others, but about fulfilling our own potential and finding meaning in our lives. By investing in our growth, we enhance our ability to navigate challenges and create a more fulfilling future. Stoic philosophy encourages self-reflection and introspection as pathways to personal growth. By examining our beliefs, values, and behaviors, we identify areas for improvement and strive to become better versions of ourselves. This process isn't about perfection, but about progress and continuous learning. Setting goals and taking deliberate steps towards achieving them is essential for personal growth. Whether it's learning a new skill, overcoming a fear, or cultivating healthier habits, each effort contributes to our development. By challenging ourselves and stepping outside our comfort zones, we expand our capabilities and deepen our understanding of ourselves. Moreover, personal growth isn't just about individual achievement, it also benefits our relationships and communities. As we grow personally, we become better equipped to contribute positively to the world around us. We inspire others through our actions and serve as examples of continuous learning and improvement. Number 12. Do not compare relationships. Comparison often steals our joy and undermines the value of our relationships. Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely advises, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This principle extends to relationships as well. Each relationship is unique and valuable in its own way. By resisting the urge to compare, we can appreciate the distinct qualities and experiences that each relationship brings into our lives. When we compare our relationships to others, we risk overlooking their individual strengths and dynamics. Every relationship evolves based on the personalities, histories, and interactions of the individuals involved. What works well in one relationship may not necessarily apply to another. By embracing this uniqueness, we honor the diversity of human connections and find greater fulfillment in our own experiences. Moreover, comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy or dissatisfaction. When we measure our relationships against idealized standards or other people's experiences, we may overlook the genuine happiness and growth that our relationships provide. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on our own journey and appreciate the blessings and challenges that come with each relationship. Epictetus's wisdom about wealth extends beyond material possessions to encompass our emotional and relational wealth. True richness lies in the depth of our connections and the quality of our interactions, not in how our relationships appear compared to others. By valuing the uniqueness of each relationship, we cultivate gratitude and a deeper appreciation for the people who enrich our lives. In practical terms, avoiding comparison involves focusing on the present moment and the specific dynamics of each relationship. Instead of measuring success or happiness based on external standards, we can celebrate the growth, understanding, and support that our relationships offer. This mindset fosters a sense of contentment and strengthens our bonds with others. Conclusion. In the shadows of our minds, where emotions wrestle for dominance, Stoicism shines as a beacon of light. This ancient philosophy, rooted deep in history, offers timeless wisdom for navigating the complexities of relationships. As we journey through life, let us heed the teachings of great Stoic philosophers and legends, striving for self-control, fortitude, and inner peace. These 12 principles remind us to anchor ourselves in virtue and reason, rather than being swayed by external validations or fleeting desires. They urge us to uphold our principles with unwavering integrity, prioritize our well-being without neglecting others, and engage in honest, meaningful communication. Stoicism teaches us to embrace rejection as a chance for growth, release resentment for our own peace, and cherish love while preserving our individuality. Moreover, this philosophy guides us to accept imperfections in ourselves and others, reject the pursuit of perfection, and pursue personal growth with a sense of purpose and resilience. It encourages us to appreciate the uniqueness of each relationship without falling into the trap of comparison. Thank you for exploring the profound teachings of Stoicism with us. If you found this journey inspiring, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Like and share this video with friends who seek inner strength and wisdom. Subscribe to our channel for more motivational content rooted in ancient philosophy. By joining our community, you're embracing a path to self-mastery and resilience. Thank you. See you next video.